So Disney have just released some massive new details all about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including the shops, the attractions, the animatronics, and the food and drink offerings within the new land. So let's dive into all of that up next. Hi there Waltoners, I'm Jack. This is DSNY Newscast in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and for today we have a mega episode chock full of new information about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So you know what, let's just get straight into it. As last night, Disney Parks blog and StarWars.com decided to drop loads, and I really do absolutely mean loads, of new details and concept art all about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That will be opening in the summer at Disneyland and in the fall at Walt Disney World. So let's begin to break down all of this information and more by starting with the attractions. As up until this point, we've been extensively covering the ultra-immersive trackless ride, Rise of the Resistance, and the incredibly ambitious Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attractions coming to Galaxy's Edge. And I'll leave a link down below in the description box and a link to it in the top right hand corner to previous videos on these topics. But now here's the big stuff, as we finally got official footage from Walt Disney Imagineering of some of the animatronics in action, and they look incredible, as Imagineering will be using A1000 series advanced robotics to bring these characters such as Hondo and Arca to life within the new land. With this 7-foot tall animatronic figure using all electric motors so that it can have 50 separate function points of movement, which results in this extremely fluid and natural motion. But Disney will also be bringing animatronics throughout the whole of Galaxy's Edge, as the Ithorian alien Doc Ondar will be an animatronic, along with Kylo Ren and 50 or so stormtroopers in the Rise of the Resistance attraction. You'll be able to encounter Neon Nub in animatronic form as well, and of course there'll be plenty of droids such as RX-24 in the cantina as a DJ, and a Toydarian toy shop owner and animatronic Lothcat as well within Merchant's Row. But now let's get to the new attraction details, as we've now received official confirmation on what we previously reported about the Rise of Resistance and Millennium Falcon attractions, as you will enter the Rise of Resistance queue under the Resistance turret and make your way through rock tunnels filled with high-tech military gear and flight suits. Then, as part of one of the pre-shows, an animatronic BB-8 will roll around the ready room as you begin to prepare to go into the next pre-show room, where you will receive a hologram message from Rey asking us to go on a dangerous off-planet mission, with Resistance pilot Poe Dameron being our wingman for the mission against the First Order. Then around 50 guests will board a transport ship piloted by an animatronic Neon Nub in the cockpit, which is going to be this transport shuttle ship here. And then as the doors close, you'll be rotated around and up to the main show building. But in terms of the story, you will launch off into space and be caught by the tractor beam of a First Order Star Destroyer. Then as the doors open, you'll be on board the Star Destroyer and ordered to move along past the stormtroopers that you can see in this concept art here, and into the detention center, where you will begin the actual ride. Now I think here's a good opportunity to clear up some of the misinformation out there about this ride, as the actual ride time of Rise of Resistance will only be around 7 minutes long, whereas there are reports out there saying it's going to be a 28-minute ride, which completely miscommunicated the fact that it's actually 28 minutes experience, which includes the pre-show with Rey, then the transport ship with Neon Nub, and then the detention center as well on board the Star Destroyer. But now let's move on to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride, as there isn't anything massively new that we haven't already revealed here on DSNY Newscast at the moment, but we have officially learnt that you will enter, as we previously reported, through this entrance here, and then you will climb the stairs and walk through the mechanic repair shop, all whilst getting incredible new views of a bustling Black Spire outpost via the digital window technology that we can see in the Star Wars Hotel concept art. Then you will arrive at the heart of Hondo's Transport Solutions, where you will be greeted by Hondo and Arca in animatronic form, where he will recruit you for a mission that will make you and him very wealthy if it all goes to plan. Then Hondo will give the orders for the Falcon to be lowered down into a launch platform, which you'll see through the digital windows outside, and then you'll board the Falcon and walk around the iconic interiors of the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, and board your cockpit to begin your mission with 5 other crew members. And in addition to these incredible attractions, Disney will be adding interactive missions and new elements all around Galaxy's Edge that will be activated through the Play Disney Parks app, but we'll cover all of that and more, along with the Galactic Credit system, at a later date. And within this brand new land, there is going to be so much more to experience than just the two major new attractions, as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to have a wide selection of shops and retail spaces. But these will be unlike anything you've ever seen before within a theme park, as this won't just be the traditional Star Wars merchandise that you can find online and in all of the other Disney parks around the world, but instead these will be products that you can only get from within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And they'll look and feel authentic, just like you've really bought them from a village outpost on another planet. But up until today, we've only known of a few details of the types of shops that can be found within the Merchants Row section of Black Spire Outpost, which is the area that will be a bustling market of colourful characters and otherworldly goods. However, we now have this amazing new concept art and name and details of all the marketplace shops. So let's dive straight into it, with the first being probably the most exciting for any Star Wars fan, young or old, as we have Savvy's Workshop, which will be a shop operated by the group called the Gatherers, who have dedicated their lives to restoring the balance in the galaxy and educating their guests in the ancient lore of the Jedi. And of course, yes, this is the place you'll be able to purchase a truly one-of-a-kind custom-built lightsaber, complete with its very own Kyber crystal that contains messages that can only be unlocked when paired with a holocron, which will unlock hidden secrets all about Black Spire Outpost and help continue your Resistance journey. However, we're still yet to officially know how Walt Disney Imagineering are going to achieve this lightsaber effect, as it's been heavily rumoured that it will involve some kind of augmented reality headset, but we'll have to wait to find out more details, and of course we'll be doing an entire video on the technology behind the lightsabers of Galaxy's Edge. Whereas close by within Merchants Row will be the Droid Depot, which is where you'll be able to build your very own astromech droid companion at Mubo's workshop. Now, judging from this incredible concept art, this looks to be a digital experience where you will custom build your droid on a touchscreen display, and then you will proceed around the corner to the other side of the workshop to join Mubo's workers in building the actual droid you've just designed. But in addition to all of this, there's also going to be a toy shop run by Zabaka, a female toydarian, where you'll find wooden convor whistles, musical instruments that are preloaded with tunes, and plushies of your favourite aliens and galactic heroes. Whereas the creature stall that's owned by Bina will be where you can take home an oinking puffer pig, writhing raftars, and chirping porgs. And of course, within Galaxy's Edge there'll be unique clothing depending on whether you identify with the light or the dark side, as there'll be the First Order cargo shop and the Resistance supply store, where you'll be able to purchase authentic apparel for your Star Wars adventure. However, possibly the best out of all of these retail spaces is most likely going to be Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities, as it will be more of an experience than anything else, as you will have to buy and trade with the audio-animatronic Ithorian Doc Ondar in this unique and ominous space, whereas you'll also get the chance to peruse and browse and get the chance to see the rarest finds from all across the galaxy. But that's not everything, as when we step foot inside Black Spire Outpost, it will be the first time that we'll ever be able to taste the food and drinks of a galaxy far, far away. As within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there'll be Ogre's Cantina, which is where you'll mainly find the alcoholic beverages at the bar, and there'll also be Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, which offers a wide variety of galactic culinary delights. However, let's start off with Ogre's Cantina, as obviously at the U-shaped bar, you'll be able to purchase blue and green milk in both alcoholic and non-alcoholic variations, and there'll also be a wide selection of non-alcoholic beverages such as Carbon Freeze, Ogre's Obsession Provision, Cliff Dweller, Mugan Tea, Blue Bantha, and Bloody Rancor, which of course will contain some alcohol, and also the Black Spire Brew, whereas there'll also be some alcoholic offerings as well, such as the Outer Rim, Bespin Fizz, Yub Nub, and Fuzzy Tauntaun. But it must be noted here that Disney will be making which drinks are alcoholic very clear within Ogre's Cantina. And whilst we're speaking about the cantina environment, this is also where you'll be able to go and grab a booth just like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and enjoy some light entertainment provided by DJ RX24, or otherwise known as Captain Rex. and hide from the First Order and also the bounty hunters of Black Spire Outpost. But now let's move on to the vast array of food offerings at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, as it will have the following menu: Felucian Garden Spread, which will be a plant-based kefta meatball dish, the Braised Shark Roast, which is a beef pot roast with cavatelli pasta, fried Endorian Tip Yip, which will consist of chicken and roasted vegetable mash, the Ethorian Garden Loaf, a plant-based meatloaf dish, the smoked Cadu ribs, which personally to me look amazing, which are smoked country sticky pork ribs with blueberry corn muffin, the oven roasted burra fish, which will be Dijon crusted fish with mixed greens, the oven roasted tip yip, roasted chicken with mixed greens, and the Yob shrimp noodle salad, which will be marinated noodle salad with chilled shrimp. And they'll even have some desserts such as raspberry creme puff and also some chocolate cake with mousse, along with the Fatro and moon juice drinks. However, that's not all, as there's going to be some smaller stands around Galaxy's Edge as well, such as the inventively titled Milk Stand that will serve, you guessed it, non-alcoholic blue and green milk. And there'll also be Ronto Roasters, which will be an outdoor eatery built around cooked on an old pod racer engine, which will serve Milarun juice, turkey jerky, and also the Ronto wrap. And lastly, no Disney park experience would be complete without some popcorn, as you'll be able to find this at Kat Sarka's Kettle Stand, which will sell the Outpost Mix, which will be a blend of sweet and spicy popcorn. But now, it's over to you, Walton, as I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions about all of this major news that's broken today about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And if you could plus the overall land in some way, how would you do it by adding new attractions, new experiences, new shows, or character meet and greets to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and also the reason why? And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comment, to be able a chance to win one of these official Waltoneer DSNY Newscast enamel pins. And congratulations to this Waltoneer here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we're talking all about Disneyland's rumoured next big ride, which might be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And so that's it for today, so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon so therefore you always receive an update on a Tuesday and a Thursday when these videos come out. And if you've enjoyed today's video from Disney's Hollywood Studios, give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.